Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, Jason pitched an 8-inning not a shutout, I guess, but he pitched 8 scoreless innings in a 1-0 eventual victory over the Baltimore Orioles in Oriole Park. So let's get back out there and carry on.
Next level.
Okay, bullpen day. What do we got? Cut velocity is fun. Slider break would be good. Hits per 9 cap, yes, please. The other thing that happened when I had to reload the All-Star game and play through it again was I, of course, got a different training module. So I don't remember what I got before, but I had to change it up again. So this time we're going out against the Toronto Blue Jays, in our house. So Jason has played the Blue Jays a number of times before, 5 games before. He has an 0-2 record against them, actually, and a 4.18 ERA with a 3.47 WOBA. So clearly, I think Jay would like to get some better results against him this time, but we'll never get it unless we get out there and get it.
Friday night baseball now from Fenway Park here in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. Number 11 looks to keep up the pace in the AL batting title race right after this. Jason Parham, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Wow, talk about a number that jumps out at you. This guy's whip, which is walks to hits to innings pitch, is less than 1 coming into this start. That's not an easy thing to do. That tells me one thing. Not only is his stuff good, but he wipes people out quick. This is a real good pitcher.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
And once again, I did it again. I forgot to get my screenshot to begin the game, so I don't know who all is out there. I do know that Jackie Bradley Jr. and J.D. Martinez are both out long-term with injuries. I think J.D. broke his leg or something. And JBJ is still coming back from cartilage damage, so they're kind of effed up. So I think we still got Benny out in left field. Then Barney Saltzman out there in center, and probably Randall Romero in right, depending.
And I think they expect a little bit more.
Anyway, Teoscar Hernandez, 1-1 to begin the game.
They need to find a way to win this game and try and take.
And of course, Toronto, our nearest competitors in the AL East race. So if we can knock them down a couple games here, we can solidify our case for being the eventual AL East winners.
The 1-2.
It's the nice thing about baseball. Swing and a miss. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Now a moment as we take a look at
the nice thing about baseball is that you play enough games that you can pretty well establish who the deserving teams are to go to the postseason or to win the divisions at least.
Slugging over 500.
Because 162 games in a season is, more than any other professional sport in the United States.
Into the box, Josh Rutledge. He's just hoping for something to go his way.
Swing and a miss from Josh Rutledge on an inside fastball.
That two-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
Ooh, nice little curveball that freezes in there. We're at 0-2 now. Ball call is inside fastball. I think that's still Blake Swihart at the plate.
Above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you.
Ooh, and Donaldson yokes one, but was a little early on it.
That's a tough pitch to get on top of.
So we'll try it again. 0-2. Give him a slider, I think. See what he thinks about this one.
Misses for ball.
Yeah, doesn't think too much of it, apparently. So 1-2. Go ahead and throw a changeup in there for good measure. And slow little grounder up the middle to probably Raul Mondesi, I would guess. That's 2 away.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Haniger. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Got a 1,000 slugging average and a 553 WOBA. So this guy likes to take Jason to the woodshed, as it were.
Now here it comes.
Let's try to avoid that if we can. Nice little pop-up.
Parham is under it.
And Jason's got his eye on it, so he will just pull that one in and call it good.
Blue Jays go down in order. Toronto nothing. Sox coming to bat. You've got it tuned to Major League Baseball, the show. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, third baseman, Josh.
Okay. The Blue Jays hold the Sox scoreless after first inning, so go to the second.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
First offering
See
on
what
its
we
way.
can do.
Hit
Oof.
the other way out
Not
to the
happy
right
about
field.
that slider.
Waiting
It
on
seemed
is
pretty well
Kim.
center cut,
One
but
away.
Josh Donaldson couldn't get his bat on it solidly.
All right, let's take a quick look
And
at how the
he
Red
only
Sox
takes it
set
out to
up
right
the
field for a fly
And
out.
the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist, the ability to have range both right and left, and makes
Interesting.
all the routine plays.
We got Tony Kemp out there in right field, who
Jake Lamb standing in now. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July.
according to Fangraphs, he is an Astros player coming up through their organization. I don't know what to say about him because I really know nothing about him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just a bit high that time.
Okay, just
He
off the
misses for a
corner.
ball.
We got a pretty aggressive right field shift going on here with Jake Lamb at the plate.
It's your pitch, right here.
These are all guys that we saw at the
Pull a fastball like
the
that,
All-Star
you gotta
game,
tell
actually.
yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher.
Not Josh
That'll
Donaldson,
keep
perhaps.
everything on plane.
Lofted in the air.
fly
out
ball
toward
out
right
to center field where we got Mikey
Quick
Ma
outs
took
here
out
in the
there,
second.
actually. And that's 2 away. But Josh Lamb, Randall Grichuk, these were guys that were
here. He's actually better
had some
against
pretty good
right-handed
heroics
pitching
going
this
on
season.
in the All-Star game for the American League.
Here's the first pitch to him.
And a bouncer over to third base. Rafael Devers is over there. Makes the play to get him out, and that's 2 quick innings.
1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He went
All right.
hitless last night in a game
Boston
where his
does
guys
get
could
one
push
up
across
on
only one
Toronto
score.
in the bottom of the second. So now Jason has the lead going into the third. Let's hold on to it.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap.
Fly
in
ball
right
out to
center.
right field.
Kemp
And there's Tony
moves to
Kemp
his
out there
right
to
and
pull it
puts
in.
This one away in the alley for out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead.
Yeah, there's a lot of ties there for
Coming to the plate
wins
now,
for
Aledmys
pitchers,
Diaz,
but
as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
truth be told, I really don't care about any of it. Doesn't matter to me in the slightest.
1 out, 1 out. Come on, Red Sox.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Okay, Aledmys
Foul right at
Diaz
home plate, and
swings
it's
at the
0-1.
first pitch and knocks it foul. So 0-1. Call is now a high two-seamer on the outside.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one
Oof,
stayed up
right
a
on the
little.
black.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Just over the line, which is right where you want to be for a high jump, not so much for a high fastball. Little tap on the changeup, and Jose Abreu pulls it in on a weak little liner.
Settling in now.
Okay, and now Luke Mail.
Comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch of the at-bat.
Swing and a miss on the the curveball first pitch.
Swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Okay.
This guy wouldn't go into the category
There
of superstar, but
is
to
one
grind out
just
the career
over
he has
the
being
bottom
drafted
line.
where he was, my hat's off to him.
That's fine. 0-2 count. Calls for a cutter on the corner.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
And
that one
drops out of the zone, unfortunately, so it's a 1-2 count.
With 2 men out.
Now the call is for a curveball. Inside half. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes as well.
Blue Jays go down in order.
So
They still
3
trail
innings,
1-0.
no hits. Jason's still out there. 1-0.
Now to the plate, Teoscar Hernandez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Now nothing to say so far. We're still 1-0. Teoscar Hernandez back at the top of the lineup.
Hey, nobody away.
Here comes
Turned over the order.
And this one's not
Bounced a
close. It's in the dirt
curveball.
for ball 1.
That's fine. Going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Throw him a changeup.
The 1-0.
Center of the zone-ish.
Finds the zone.
Catch
Strike
the
1.
inside half for a strike. Now the call is a curveball.
The 1-1
Try it again.
hit high and
Ooh,
deep
and
out to
he
left center field.
bonked that one. It's going for the
Ranging back
monster.
at the track, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall.
So he's going to third, and
he
there's
is
where he's
in
going
the
to
third
stay.
with a leadoff triple.
So Teoscar Hernandez breaks up the nation no-hitter with a nice little triple all the way to the monster.
Will start a flood.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman.
Standing in now, Josh Rutledge, as he will take
96 mile an hour two-seamer on the inside for Josh Rutledge.
For him here in this one.
Man on third with no outs.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, big guy, get your pitch, huh?
Just on the
Really getting
basis
the better
of
now. It's
the
strike 2.
This
statistics,
is where, as a
Toronto's
batter,
in
you
a pretty
gotta
good
find a
position
way
to score a run
put
here.
Something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above.
So let's go ahead and put a curveball on the inside corner with Showtime. And there's a strikeout. Josh Rutledge goes down looking. Change the channel, sir.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
So we're going with Cutter first pitch. Skied out to center field. This is going to be a nice sacrifice fly for Mitch Haniger.
Here comes the runner.
Run batted in with Teoscar Hernandez coming across to tie it up.
To score from third, it's 1-1.
Okay, well, bases are now empty again with 2 away.
Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. The pitch.
Cutter on the outside half for a strike.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Hit hard on the ground.
Another one over to DJ. Gets it over to Jose Abreu for the out, and that'll end the inning with 1 run allowed.
So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, all tied at 1-1. Jake Lamb standing in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
James.
Infield
So,
shifted well to the
with
right.
that,
Here's the
Boston
first pitch.
fails.
The shot to left.
Oh, dear.
And deep.
That one is
Look
going.
at
It's
this.
going. It is
Gone over
gone.
the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street.
My goodness. Josh Donaldson.
It's a solo home run for Jake
Yokes
Lamb,
one.
number 201 in his career, as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
It's been a while since Jason allowed a home run this season, but we knew it was going to happen sooner or later, and now it has come again.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Yeah, it may not be the end of the world there, Dan, but sure doesn't feel too good. So, pull your pants back up, Jason. Let's try it again. Got Randall Grichuk out here again.
Randall Richard.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He swings and grounds it to short.
Oh, my bad. That was not Josh Donaldson. That was Jake Lamb that got that home run.
First out of the inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Randall Grichuk gets nothing for his trouble, and then Yoenis Cespedes is up.
Cespedes.
See it, drive it. Let's go. Here you go, here you go.
First pitch of the at-bat on
Change
its
up
way.
outside half.
Line towards
Lines
center
it back
field.
up the center for Mikey
Montuk is
Montuk
there,
out
two
there.
gone.
That's 2 gone. And we're back to
that'll bring up
Aledmus Diaz.
Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. He's
So
ready.
track
Here's the
cutter,
first
low
offering.
part of the zone.
This is
Right at
first.
Jose Abreu, and
And
he
he'll
wins
step
the
on
foot
bag
race
himself,
easily.
and the inning is over.
But the damage is done,
So
and
just
Jason
one hit in the inning,
is
but
now
it's a
on the
home
hook
run
for the
that pushes
loss.
him out in front. Last half of the fifth coming up.
See if the Boston Red Sox can pull one back or more.
Stepping into the box, Luke Maile looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Here's the first
So
pitch
try
to
to
him.
change up first pitch.
Good changeup that
Not so
time, but
much.
he wouldn't bite on it.
Give him a high fastball next.
A high
Twitches
fastball
at
is
it,
in
but
there.
it's still a called strike.
Hey, no one down here.
He was late on it, for that matter. So let's give him one on the outside with a cutter.
Here's the
See if he
1-1.
goes after it.
Grounded
He
to the
goes
right.
after it,
Mayhew's
but
got
DJ's there to pull it in.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff
So
man
that's
retired
one
here
gone.
to begin the sixth.
So this one has already hurt Jason a little more than previous games have. But that's just
So
the way
that'll
of
bring
it
in
sometimes.
Teoscar Hernandez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
They're calling for a slider. I'm going to veto that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A
There's a
changeup that catches
circle
the corner
change
for
that finds its way
strike
to the
one.
outside half for strike 1. Try a fastball on the black.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed
Nice
for ball
spot,
1.
Jay. Just couldn't
Didn't
quite
catch
get it
the
in
corner there,
all that
but
much.
You can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
So next call is a 12-6 curve.
Hey, we got one. Drive it.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch.
There's
for
a
strike
one that
number 2.
freezes him at the plate.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back.
1 and
You're not
2.
going to get many balls right.
Okay, well, been real conservative on the showtime, so it's time for that inside heater. Let's go.
Gets him looking
All
up
right.
around the letters.
Teoscar Hernandez watches one go
He's not going
by.
to feel good about that at
And that's
bat, nor
out
should
number
he.
2.
You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Josh Rutledge. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner.
Curveball
Over
finds
2
its way
from him
onto the
so far
black.
in this one.
That's nice. Low fastball is the pitch.
Big fella.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ooh,
Turned on that one and
another one
crushed it.
cranked,
Pulled it a little foul.
but out of the zone, or a little early on the swing, and it finds its way foul. Let's try a Showtime slider, see if we can't get him swinging and missing.
That
Can't get him
misses,
swinging and
says the
missing, but we
home
can't
plate
get a
umpire. 1 and
strike
2.
call either.
Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Try a
Here's the
cutter
1-2
now.
delivery. Weakly to the left.
That's a bouncer over to short. And Raul Mondesi does get it over to first. And that is the third out.
1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping in, Mitch Haniger. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
All right, 48 pitches going into the 7th. You can't say that Jason hasn't been efficient. It's just that efficiency has come at the cost of a couple runs. Mitch Haniger grounds into the shortstop. Brings up Josh Donaldson again.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the
A
at-bat.
fastball high inside. Can't get it under the line.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Center cut cutter,
1-1 count now to Donaldson.
but no swing on it.
7th inning now. The pitchers
Not sure why. I mean, maybe he was just not looking for it. Try a fastball on the black.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
And that one goes out into left field, and that's going to be a hit for Josh Donaldson. 1 for 3 on the day now.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball.
Okay.
Delivers a hard hit
That's
line
not ideal, but it is what it is.
James Lamb.
in now. Jake Lamb. And he'll take a look
Bad
at ball
pitch.
1.
Goes well
1 for 2
outside,
in the
but
ball game
doesn't
thus
cost
far.
anything except a ball.
Let her rip right here. Let's go.
Oof.
around
Almost
the
took
chin
out
there.
Jake Lamb's
2-0.
elbow there.
On 2-0, you can bet.
Come
he's
on,
looking
Jay, don't
for
be
a fastball
afraid.
that he can
Just
turn
because
on
this
and
guy
drive.
yoked
Might
one
be
out
thinking about
to
picking on
right
that big
field
hole
doesn't mean you
between
have to be
first and
afraid of
second.
him.
Get your pitch.
Down low.
Oh, dear.
Thickens here. 3-0.
Okay. Well, there's a strike, finally.
Donaldson, base runner at first with 1 out.
Well, with all the showtime I got no excuse not to use it here. So let's go ahead and give him a cutter inside.
Right here.
See if I can't pop him out on it.
3-2.
I can't pop him out on it, but he does go for it. Gets a strike.
No one better.
Curveball outside. Low corner.
And he got him.
Strikeout. Looking. That's 2 away. Excuse me, that's not Jake Lant.
Next will be the
That was
designated
Jake.
hitter, Rendell Gritchick. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Come on, baby. See it. Drive it. Let's go.
Okay, so get it straight, Tyrant.
Hey, one time, right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Swing and a miss for Grandel Gritchick on a fastball
swings
high and
through at the
inside.
ball behind.
Good timing. He
Looks
was
like
just a
he's
little
got
late.
Good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Speed up. Got it.
0-1 count and the pitch. Skied into
Cutter off the end of the
straightaway
bat.
right.
Out
Waiting
fly
on
out
it
to
is
right
him.
field where
That's the third out.
Mr. Tony Kemp is waiting, and that will end the inning.
One left for Toronto as they're unable
And
to
if we're
add
going to
their
win this
2-1
one, if we're
lead.
going to come back, we need to start getting some runs on the board. So it's up to my offense now to do their job.
Robbie Scott.
And in fact, they are going to pull Jason now
Start the 8th.
Number 36.
for the last 6 outs of the game. So we'll find out whether or not Boston was able to pull it back today, or if we're just going to wind up walking out of here losers. Survey says.
What? What time?
Okay, well, Boston pulls it back in the 9th to a tie, but they lose it in the 18th, 5-3. Jason pitched 7 innings today, allowing 3 hits for 2 runs, including a Jake Lamb home run, but collected 5 strikeouts and got a no decision on the day. His ERA has gone to 1.82, his FIP is at 2.10, and his xFIP is at 2.74. So that's going to do it for me. Until next time, I'm Tyron Saber, and I will see you
I'm Matt Vasgersian.
at
You've been
the
watching MLB The
ballpark.
Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.